Good afternoon, teenagers. Good afternoon, guest speakers. I am your humble, yours truly, Oluwadunni. And first of all, before I begin, I first want to say a very big thank you to Deborah Dada, Big Debs, the founder, the lead of trustees, to come up with this legacy, because I'll call this a legacy. It's not easy. It's not an easy feat. I also want to say thank you to my team members, trustees team. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the trustees, volunteers, and finally you, the trust teenagers. You don't want to clap for yourselves. How many people? All right, so I was called here to introduce the theme. And when Debs told me to do this, I was first skeptical about it. I mean, I'm not scared to speak in front of a crowd. I do that from time to time. But when she said a personal purpose story, I wondered. My purpose story is not a commonly relatable one. So I want to start from this. My purpose is confidence. Now, during the course of the study of this month, someone put out a post saying your purpose shouldn't be or should not always be your job or what you're doing, but it's something you find joy doing, something that tickles your fancy, something that makes you happy, that if they wake you up from sleep, you'll be able to do it without thinking. And to me, it's just confidence. I'm a very confident person. Some people say I like to do it too much. And I believe those are people that maybe my aura is so strong for them, but not to fault them. So I said I was going to tell a story. And I'm going to relate it back to when I was a teenager, because that was where I found out my purpose. So I attended a secondary school, Federal Government Girls College, Shagamu. I don't know how many of you guys know the school. It's an all-girls school. And with this my confident attitude, no, I entered school. JS1, I sort of had friends. And then there was this clique, this group of people, that they had a leader, and they always called their leader Almighty. And so I always wondered, the only Almighty I know is God. Why would I call another human being Almighty? I mean, that kind of thing. And so I was totally against it. And because I didn't go along with the majority, I was hated. I was lonely, I was choked up, I started feeling confused, I didn't have friends, I was just there, just existing. And so I thought to myself, am I in the right place, regardless of the school? I mean, I changed schools, so what's the worst that could happen? Am I in the right place? I thought to myself. And I said, yes, maybe there is a purpose for why I'm here. I mentioned that I never knew about purpose till I was like this age coming up. I was like, I think 16, before I knew about purpose. And then I asked myself, what exactly is going on? Why are people against me? Just because I'm standing for what I believe? Just because I refuse to call someone Almighty? And then I saw that I was confident. Fine, they were all pushing me to one side, but they were at the same time scared to approach me. Not that I would beat them or anything. When I was a teenager, I was not that big. So I wondered, what was the issue? It kept bothering me till I got to about GS3, and then I told my parents about it. And then they told me vividly, I can so ever remember, and they were like, I am not confused. I am a voice that needs direction. And it took me a while to get it. You know, as a teenager, you don't know anything. You are just in school to just read book and pass. Oh, you don't know. Just read your book and get out of school. And then it occurred to me, I am actually a voice that the world needs. And in it, I found my purpose. If you wake me up today and you ask me to speak on anything, best believe I'm speaking on personal development. That's who I am. Now I'm going to go through, I jotted a few of my lessons here that I know I can't see off the top of my head, but I'm just going to read it out for us. And I want you to jot some things down. I know you are here today to have fun, to enjoy yourselves, but at the same time, I want you to pick something. So when they ask you at the end of this summit, what did you gain from it? There should be something you should be able to say, something impactful. And I know some of us, I came across a teenager too. He's one of our teen ambassadors. And when we went to OGBC, I asked him, what's your purpose? And he said, reason. And immediately I saw somebody like me in him. I might be feminine, but I'm sort of masculine. I saw somebody like me in him, and I was like, now I found somebody in my line. Now some of you enjoy singing. That might be your purpose. You are the latest Thames in the nearest future, or you are the latest Davido in the nearest future. We can't say. Some of you enjoy that. So that was my struggle, my turning point. And now to tell you guys the truth. The truth is, being planted doesn't always look pretty. It will look choked. It will look lonely. Kind of visualize yourself planting a seed. When you plant a seed, best believe that's the only seed in the soil at that moment. So it is lonely in that space you've put it. But that seed has to die for something to grow. That is what being planted means. You might be choked up, you might be lonely, but always know that that is where purpose starts. And I have a message for you. Right now, you may feel unseen, you may feel unimportant, you may feel ordinary, but what if you are not? Come to think about it. You are just a teenager realizing this, and then it's going well for you. But then people are against you at the same time. What do you do then? It's not for you to box yourself to a corner and feel sad or feel bad about yourself, because you are growing into that person you are meant to be. I just want you to know that you are planted. You are planted in purpose. My teenage years in secondary school was painful. I'm not going to lie. Being lonely hurts a lot. But one thing I'm just grateful for is that in my senior secondary, they all found out. And all the people who were against me turned out to be my friends in the end. They always wanted to have themselves around me. They always wanted to make me happy. Meanwhile, I'd not send anybody because I'm just doing my thing. Note that all these things matters. They are not to be tossed to a side. And I want to ask you these 3 questions. I want you to write it down. I want to see everybody with a pen and a paper writing it down. Because at the end of this summit, you are going to answer these questions. The first question is, are you the only one in your group that thinks differently? When people are going left, are you the only one going right? When people are going this way, you are seeing that it doesn't work like that. Let me toe this line. Are you the only one like that? The second question, do you sometimes feel like your voice is too much? Like I said, people told me that I'm doing too much because I'm being confident. Meanwhile, I'm the kind of person that can walk up to anybody and speak to you. I'm not shy. You are human, I'm human. I want to learn from you. At the same time, I have value to give. The third question, do you most times feel like you don't fit in? It's similar to the first one. Do you feel like that most times? I'm lonely, I'm neglected, I feel misplaced, I feel lost. Do you sometimes feel like that? All these questions you are going to answer because I'm going to ask you people back when we are done. Now I'm calling your curiosity to figure it all out. No need to rush, no pressure. You all are still teenagers. There is still time for you. You have all the time in the world. There is still time for you. And now this set of questions, just have it at the back of your mind. What are you growing into? That is to say, what are you turning out to be? You know what you like, they will ask you, what do you want to become in future? Oh, I want to become a doctor, I want to become an engineer. I don't think people even say those things these days anymore. I want to become a doctor. How many of you want to become doctors? People are still plenty. Wow, that's shocking. I thought they don't say it these days anymore because, now, content creation, graphics designing, product designing has become a thing of now. What kind of tree will I be? What kind of tree will I be? This one I'm going to a bit delve into my faith. I'm a Christian and I love to speak from that perspective a lot. There is a place in the Bible, I do not know how to actually quote Bible verses word for word, but from my understanding I can pick something out. There is a place in the Bible that, I think it was Jesus speaking, and it was like, Any tree that doesn't bear good fruit will be cut out and thrown into the fire. Now, what kind of tree do you want to be? Do you want to be a good one? Do you want to be a bad one? And if it turns out that you are assessing yourself and you see that what I am doing is not me, because there are sometimes you are doing something that is not you. You want to copy, you want to feel among. Everybody wants to be heard. Everybody wants to be seen. It's not bad. It's not bad. Everyone just wants to feel important. It's human. But then, speak to yourself. What are you telling yourself? What is your mind telling you? There is something that you always need to tap into inside of you, regardless of what's going on outside. And the third question is, what fruit will I bear? What kind of fruit do you want to produce? Don't forget I said you are a seed in the soil, and you are planted in purpose. When you plant a seed, the seed has to die first before bearing fruit. So what kind of fruit do you want to bear? That process is a very tough one, I tell you. It's not easy. I'm going to say it again. It's not easy. It's a lonely path, and you will think a lot. You will reason things. You will think of life. But in the end, what you have in your head is what you are gunning for. And now in the next few hours, we are going to water that seed in you. Through workshops. We have our keynote speakers here who are experts in their field for over 20 years. We are going to water that seed in you. If you've not found your purpose, don't be scared. Don't be scared. It's not something to be scared about. You will discover it. You will realize it. And you will walk in it. I believe you're not just passing through secondary school or your teenage years, but you are becoming something powerful. Now, there is a belief I have that everyone can soar. You don't need to bring someone down to be able to stand up there. Because the person you bring down, you have to stay down to watch the person. You are doing yourself. Everyone can be up there at the same time. And I believe we can all do that. I want you to know that you are planted in purpose. I want you to know that you are not a mistake. No matter what anybody tells you, people can come with different words and tell you what you're not, call you what you're not, but within yourself, you know who you are, your identity. That's always the first thing. To discover purpose, you have to know your identity. I think that was the first topic for the week of this month, identity, defined. Define yourself. Who are you? From there, you can discover your purpose. I have to define myself to find my purpose. Like I said, it's confidence. Apart from that, I love doing a lot of things. I like talking. I can talk for you, Kamarojolo. Let's just be talking. But let's just make sure that what we are saying is impactful, because I cannot waste time. Time is of the essence. We might have all the time in the world, but time is of the essence. And I want you to know that. I want you to know you are planted in purpose. If you're yet to discover your purpose, thank God you are here, because you are going to get into some activities that is going to help you discover what you truly can do. The works of your hands, your mind, your journey, your pledge. You will discover your purpose, or you can discover your purpose through all these workshops. I want to appreciate you all for listening to me. I hope I said something that you could pick, and I am so grateful for granting me this audience. Once again, thank you for coming to the Trusting Summit 2025. I hope you enjoy yourselves. I am Oluwadunni signing out. Thank you.